Welcome to the world of philosophy. Now I am going to introduce a famous philosopher, Charles Robert Darwin, from the Philosophy Gallery. He is known as naturalist, geologist, biologist, and a philosopher. Now I am going to say about his life. He was born in 12 February 1809 in England. 8-year-old Charles already had a taste for natural history and collecting when he joined the day school run by his preacher in 1815. He learned taxidermy in around 40 daily hours long sessions from John Edmonton, a freed black slave who had accompanied Charles Watson in South American rainforest. In Darwin's second year at the university, he joined the Fenian Society, a student natural history group featuring lively debates in which radical democratic students with materialist view challenged auto-religion's concept of science. Darwin had to stay at Cambridge until June 1831. He studied Paley's natural theology or evidences of the existence and attributes of deity, which made an argument for divine design in nature, explaining adaptation as God acting through laws of nature. He later called his theory natural selection, an analogy with what the term artificial selection or selective breeding. Darwinism became a movement covering a wide range of evolutionary ideas. His research using images was expanded in his 1872 books, The Expression of the Emotions in Man and Animals, one of the first books to feature printed photographs which discuss the evolution of human psychology and its continuity with the behavior of animals. In 1882, he was diagnosed with what was called angina pectoris, which then meant coronary thrombosis and disease of the heart. At the time of his death, the physicians diagnosed angial attacks and heart failure. He died at Dawn House on 19 April 1882. Now I am going to introduce some of his contributions. First is the Copernican evolution was launched with the publication in 1543. Darwin's scientific discovery is a unified theory of the life science explaining the diversity of life. His research on plants was published in a series of books. In 1871, he examined human evolution and sexual selection in the desert of man and selection in relation to sex. Here some of his famous books: The Origin of Species, The Voyage of the Beagle, The Descent of Man, The Autobiography of Charles Darwin, The Expression of the Emotion in Man and Animals. The Origin of Species and the Descent of Man, or Natural Selection, the formation of vegetable mold through the action of worms with observation on their habits, the collected purpose of Charles Darwin, Origins, Selected Letters of Charles Darwin, 1822-1859, evolutionary writings including the autobiographies. The Galapagos Islands, the variation of animals and plants under domestication Olympus, the power of movement in plants, the portable Darwin, evolution, Selected Letters of Charles Darwin, 1860-1870, the original species, and the voyage of the beagle, the insectivorous plants. Here are some of his photos. Thank you for watching my presentation.